Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our second Wednesday in Cyber Convergence. I am Jonathan Kenny, your storyteller for the evening, and this is the convergence of cyber, all these people. What? We don't have a name yet, okay? It was like when we were doing Kingmaker, and we were like, these guys, I guess, they're there. Um, But allow me to properly introduce them all this time, since I didn't do that last time, because we were so excited to jump into the business.
We're horny for this game.
I know. Well, that can't be the tagline. Mondays, we've got horny Mondays, we've got terrible Saturdays.
Slutty Wednesdays.
It's
Tragic Wednesdays?
I was going to say trauma
a
Wednesday.
traumatic,
There's only one
trauma
slut in this
Wednesdays.
town. This town ain't
I
big
disagree.
enough for sluts.
I think there's room for every slut, but you know what? Let's start with the sluttiest. Dottie.
Yeah.
I like that we were all like,
Yes,
and
hello.
who is that?
No, I was
why
like,
don't-
and Dottie?
Please introduce yourself, Jess.
Hi, my name is Jess. You can find me at Jess Smart on all social medias with 5 S's. I am a performer and an actor, and I do that professionally.
And you're playing Dottie.
Yes, I'm playing Dottie Wren, or Violet Coral, as her MG name is.
Nico.
Whoa. My name is Nico, and I play Bin for this game. And yeah, they're here. You can find me on any social media that you're supposed to find at Touch of Goblin. I am a professional performer, professional TTRPG person, and also most recently in the past few months, professional LARPer. I didn't know that I could add that, but yeah, technically that is correct. So yeah.
And Danny.
Hi. I'm Danny. I play Hayden Green, also known as Starboy. I act and I play games and I make money by working in a library. You can find me on social media at either Argyle Pocky or Argyle Cosplay. Most of my stuff is Argyle Pocky, and that's it.
Pocky. I remember those high school days.
I've
It's
lived with
so
that
good.
name since I was 12.
Yep.
Hello?
That's
It's delicious.
well, yes, it's still good now, but like I know damn well that we started it in high school because we're weeaboos.
Weeaboos. Big nerds.
And
Speak for
Cork.
yourself.
Yes, we know, Jess. You don't like anime because you hate fun.
My name is Courtney. I'm a professional artist. I made all the pretty art for this game.
It's all so pretty.
Literally, all the art that you see with your eyeballs was made by her hands. Literally, all of it.
She's so great.
Professional TTRPG nerd. I'm playing Vaughn. And you can find me mostly on Twitter at Scala. That's where I put all of my stuff and my art. Good luck spelling that. That's all.
Better than the other Twitter.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
We all have the other Twitter.
We all have the other Twitter. I am Jonathan Kenny, storyteller for this game, or director, or game master, whichever moniker you'd like to use. This one, it's director, because we're telling a story.
As compared to other games, in
Yes.
which we're not.
It's the director. It's basically a film. This is a show.
Okay.
Whatever. I am also a professional actor, singer, stage combatant. I do Ren fairs, and I am a professional DM. You can find me at J. Lawrence Kenny. All of our stuff is in the card down below.
They are.
But yeah, J. Lawrence Kenny on all of the social medias and start playing. What is it now, Quark? Why are you pinging me?
Oh,
Okay.
Should I have said that I also do Ren fairs? I do Ren fairs.
Yes.
Thank you.
Jess also does Ren fairs.
In case that wasn't blatantly obvious for all of us, because we're all fucking nerds.
I go to Ren fairs.
As you should,
And you know what?
Dusty.
That's valid.
Technically, I do Ren fairs.
Yeah, you do. You have.
The LARPing has taken its place for you. So last time on the Cyber Convergence, we were introduced to our MGs, our magical girls.
Wow.
First to and Ben. First to Vaughn, who was having a grand old time in solitary confinement, who was very swiftly jailbroken by Dottie Wren down there, who is a few screws loose, to say the least.
That is my wife.
Moving on, we were then introduced to Starboy, at the Phoenix MG, who was charged with stopping the jailbreak for the moment, which went not so great. And Bin, the hapless helper who is really not built for being out in the field, and yet was there, and after a bit of a distraction, managed to paralyze and move Dottie and Vaughn onto a waiting chopper to go off to places unknown. We then skipped forward a few months, where our ragtag group of, I don't want to say heroes, but ragtag group of MGs and Ben.
And Ben.
That's just what it is from now. It's like our heroic MGs and Ben made their way down.
That poor person.
Woke up in the morning and had a nice little press release and interview to do, which could have gone better, but didn't go terribly. Despite Vaughn's best efforts to sabotage them. To quote Starboy, "Hey Vaughn, what was that?"
What was that?
After their interview concluded, they all went back home for some R&R, except for Ben. I feel like this is this has to be the running joke, is it's everybody does something except for Ben, who did something else.
And then Ben is there.
And then Ben is there. Food was delivered, Twinkies were thrown, Dottie didn't have the best night or the best morning, where Vaughn and Ben had a bit of an altercation, after which Ben decided to go check in with their patron, Eskel, the CEO of Phoenix and also Vaughn's father. And Starboy realized that he didn't have an itinerary and wasn't sure what to do with his life. And then when Dottie woke up, she saw a terrifying and familiar visage across the room from her. The very clearly dead and slightly rotting visage of one of their friends from the before times. And first we're going to pick up with another fun little flashback. The chopper takes off very loud until the doors close, at which point the sound is muted by the doors, allowing everybody to speak, except for Dottie and Vaughn, who are still paralyzed.
Are they... Is it something that's attached to them that makes them paralyzed, or is it just something that wears off?
They essentially an ankle chain bracelet
Okay.
Just like sending electrical currents up and down their body.
Ben's going to go over to them and just Starboy, can you help me out, please? Just they're uncomfortable. Like we gotta. What are they gonna do? Jump out? Like let's just please.
Our orders specifically. Did they say we could?
They didn't say we couldn't, so that's what I'm gonna go off of.
Okay.
If you want to get Vaughn, I'll get Dottie.
Hayden doesn't really look like he wants to do either, but he does nod and say okay. And he goes over to Vaughn and slowly starts to remove her little ankle thing, but he is constantly looking around just to make sure that he's not about to get yelled at.
It is only the four of you in the chopper. It is remote piloted by an AI, so...
Right, the future.
Right, the future.
I forgot.
Future!
While Hayden is doing that, Ben is going to go over to Dottie and like gently put her in their lap, and just kind of brush their hair out of their face as they work on, like cradling them almost, basically, taking off the ankle brace, making sure that there's no like weapons.
Yes,
you know,
they've both been thoroughly de-weaponed.
Yeah, and is taking off the ankle bracelet that is causing electrical currents to freeze them.
Hayden looks really awkward because he doesn't know if he should be doing the same thing with Vaughn, but it doesn't feel like he should. So his hands are mostly like hovering around her as she's still unconscious. He doesn't really know what to do with his hands, but he is watching Binmin and trying to mimic something. But he's not touching her yet.
It looks very gentle, protective, and just... It's clear that Bin very much cares for the person that they are doing this to.
Hayden turns around. He has done what he needs to do with Vaughn, and now he's just gonna kind of like shift because it seems like maybe that should be private. And he's just gonna just sit back in his seat and put his seatbelt on.
Are we unconscious, or does that? Or were we just?
You're paralyzed. You're very aware of everything going on around you.
Does that end
Cool.
when Starboy pulls that off?
Yes.
Noted.
Great.
So you both pull the ankle bracelets off, and
Yeah.
you still feel a little off kilter because, you know, you've essentially just had the worst cramp throughout your entire body.
All right, Dottie will come to, and I think the first words out of her mouth is, "Oh my god, I feel so sick."
It's okay. You're fine. You're safe. It's good.
Get the fuck off of me!
Are you... Dottie, are you okay? Are you... I mean, it was pretty tense back there.
You're not
but
gonna take me back, are you? Please don't take me back there. Please.
Why would I take you back?
I'll do anything. I will do anything else.
Dottie, I'm not gonna take you back. Why would I do that?
I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know what the fuck you're trying to do here. I don't know. I can't go back to that fucking prison, okay?
Yeah, no, we're not gonna take you back. Ben gently puts you down and stands up and just kind of fiddles with his jacket. You're safe. we're just going to get you all taken care of and making sure that you're good. Hayden, can you just I'm gonna go sit down real quick. And been
ETA to Phoenix HQ. 15 minutes.
Sitting down is probably a good idea since we'll be landing soon.
Fucking course they bring Starboy to take care of me. Fuck off with that shit.
It's nice to meet you.
Can't say the same.
That's fair. And Hayden's just gonna sit and look forward, and he doesn't know what all that was about, but it doesn't seem like it went well. So he's just gonna focus on Vaughn, because she's not up yet, so just in case, that's the only unknowable factor currently in the helicopter.
I think Vaughn has quietly scooched her way to the complete opposite side, as far away as she can get from Dottie.
Oh man.
all right. 15 minutes. That's
Where are you taking us?
to Phoenix headquarters
Why?
Why?
because we are getting your release papers signed.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They're releasing me?
In exchange for what?
Well, that is up to what my boss decides.
Who the fuck is your boss?
Eskil Novak.
What do you mean, who's his boss? Are you kidding me?
Then just gives Vaughn a look, and
How the fuck am I supposed to know who this person is? I've been in jail for 3 years, Vaughn.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, tensions are high, and I understand that, but we will. It'll all get figured out and explained in 15 minutes.
I slap Ben.
How hard?
Probably not that hard.
Okay.
Considering we were just paralyzed. We probably don't have much strength.
You're not trying to hit him hard, but even then, like, especially weak because of all the jitters. You just,
I think now would be a good time for everybody to return to their seats. Please.
I think it'd be a good time for you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, me too.
Hayden,
You all
it's
keep
okay.
saying that.
It's fine. It'll get figured out.
Is your
I
real
promise.
name Hayden?
He's gonna look at Bin.
am I allowed to tell them that?
Is it?
The fucking bin looks back. Is it?
Yes, that is my first name.
Wow.
Two dumbasses looking at each other trying to figure out what we're allowed to say.
Too
I
real.
mean, she knew me, so
Yeah, of course I know you. You're on every fucking billboard and every ad in the fucking country. Town, city.
Area
like-
where we live.
Tri-state area.
Place near us.
I do have a lot of posters in the tri-state area. You're right.
And you have for fucking years. So, yeah, I
Correct.
know you. Who
Yes.
the fuck doesn't know you?
I don't know, but I would like to meet them.
Arriving at Phoenix HQ.
Oh, thank God.
Please put your seatbelts on. It's very important that we all arrive safely.
I don't know if it is.
I don't know if it is either.
What makes you think I want to see that fucker again?
I don't think
We have to see him? We have to fucking see him?
There's a lot of tension in this small space, and
it's
I
filling
feel
up
like
so
we
much.
should all take a breath together.
Good luck.
As the chopper touches down at Phoenix HQ, Bin, you are released from your little flashback moment of remembering the last time you came here talking in regards to these people.
Oh no.
We're now back in the present day.
Oh, who's gonna
Where,
get me first?
Yep. Your shuttle has dropped you off, and the door opens of its own volition, waiting for you to leave for your scheduled 7:30 appointment with Eskil Novak.
All of you fucking prepped and ready to watch. Bin steps off and is very much fidgeting, like with his cardigan, very much just fidgeting with any piece of clothing that they can, before they seal themselves and then walk forward to the office.
It is a fairly quick commute. You step inside and go up a very long, very fancy elevator. Before you find yourself in front of Eskil's secretary. This beautiful woman with clearly like augmented everything. She is as blatantly commercialized fashion as she can get. This beautiful woman with straight black hair that goes down just past her shoulders. It says, Bin, good to see you. Eskil's expecting you inside. You can go ahead through.
Good to know that he's already here. Alright. And he walks through.
You walk through into an immaculate office that shows a beautiful cityscape before you. The entirety of Eclipse feels like it's laid out with the bay in the near distance. The sun slowly rising over the horizon in just a way that its first rays go straight into this office. Though you can see there's a bit of shade that filters out the worst of the sun's rays. And Eskil is just standing, arms clasped behind his back, looking out the window.
As Vin walks in, their heart monitor is like rapidly flashing, but once they walk through, almost like trained, it slows down to a normal heartbeat, and they walk in. Good morning, Mr. Novak.
Good morning, Bin.
So
you scheduled a meeting?
I did. I would like to go over exactly the conditions of my contract, as well as go over some discrepancies I might have found these past 3 years.
Right. What have you found then?
Well, last time we spoke about Vaughn and Dottie. You had promised me that Dottie would be receiving the most high-end treatment, and Vaughn would be situated with their other working companions, as well as a shortened sentence. And I was just wondering, real quick, what the fuck happened with that?
So, Vaughn has been telling stories then, and Dottie.
They might be telling stories, but there's stuff that backs theirs up, but not yours.
Alright. Let's start with Dottie then. Dottie refused treatment, time and time again. She had a psychotic break, believes that she can hear voices, and constantly listen to those voices over that of the people trying to help her. It is impossible to help someone that does not want themselves to be helped. And while I tried my best to make sure that she received the best treatment that she could, she refused almost all of it. And so
That's
more
why
drastic measures were needed to be taken for her own safety as well as the people around her.
That's why she's in the facility that she was in. So that way, even though when she said no to getting help, she still got the help.
Yes, she did.
Show
Has she
me
been
where the
telling
help
you?
was!
Bin, I'd watch your tone around me, please. I appreciate that you're upset for your friends, but I am still your employer.
Yes, sir.
Whatever Dottie has told you about her treatments, I would take it with a grain of salt for a number of reasons, not the least of which is the fact that she hears voices, and that she has a very tenuous grasp of reality. The treatments that we tried on her are, yes, a bit non-standard, but all other methods of treatment that we attempted were insufficient. She has a proprietary MG rig on her that was highly sophisticated with no knowledge of what it did except for what was in her brain and Vaughn's brain. And neither of them were very helpful in that regard. The only other person that might have helped out, you'll be aware, is dead. As for Vaughn, yes, she wound up getting removed from the rest of her group. But she was also in solitary confinement because she attempted to escape no less than 3 times. I attempted to have her have a reduced sentence, but my hands became tied when knowledge of her jailbreaks became public knowledge. That's not the sort of thing that Murbanon can overlook.
Understood. 1 second. I am so sorry.
Bin suddenly has their own break with reality.
Fucking breakdown.
I hear Dottie's voices. So tell me, Bin, what would you have done in my position? I have the Big 11 to think about. I have Phoenix to look about. I did my best with what I was given. And that's quite a lot.
Look, Vaughn, I get. She can be difficult sometimes. I understand that sometimes she acts impulsively without thinking, stuck in a teenager mentality. I understand that. The Dottie that I knew before this happened is not the Dottie that's in that body.
You're right. You forget that I also knew Dottie very well before all of this happened.
Yes, I am aware of that situation.
It's regrettable what happened to Dottie, really. But she's the one who made the choice to shove experimental technology into her brain. And there's only so much I can do about that. Because you know what happens if you try and extract it.
Yes. I get it.
Not going to pretend that Dottie and I were on the best of terms when everything happened, but it's regrettable. And what I'm doing now is the closest thing to a second chance that I can give them. They've paid off their debt to society, but now they have to earn their place back in it.
All right. Earn their place back in society. Great. By toting them around with an interesting MG, Starboy. Are you trying to raise his status again, or are you bringing him down? What is the game plan here so we're on the same page?
Starboy is the best optics that I can do for the two of them. There isn't a person in the city who doesn't like Starboy. And we've worked very hard to cultivate that image. Vaughn and Dottie, not so much. Starboy is a way to show the people that they are on their way to becoming productive members of society, that they are working with the best of the best, that they are being given no quarter, that they are not being showed favoritism. And Starboy is also the only one that I trust to keep them out of trouble if, say, somebody has another psychotic break. Starboy's good at his job, not just the optics.
Okay. And lastly, so what exactly is my job position in all of this? Because I was told, at least on my side, that I was there to help keep an eye on in case of possible glitches, possible information that they might need to further help them in the fight against it, as well as keeping up their public image. But then when I come to you and I tell you that there is a possible bit of information such as a recall that could possibly be glitches to give them more information, I am being told that's not part of my job description. So what exactly is my job description here, Mr. Novak?
VR recall is not Phoenix HQ's problem. It's Sirens. There's nothing that you've told me that I don't already know and that I'm not already aware of. If you all decide that you want to look into the matter more closely and you want to pull the sheet out from under Siren and, well, I won't say no to that. But it can't be coming from my office. Otherwise, Siren's CEO will get wind of it, and he'll accuse me of trying to destroy Siren.
So we want to do this underground, is what I'm hearing.
It just can't come from my office, or on any unsecured channels.
Fine. I will look into it on other stuff, not on Phoenix property, later. Alright, well, I got
Anything
all
else?
of my answers.
Anything else to discuss before my 8 o'clock appointment?
Nope, you're all free, and it frees me up for my 8:30 augmentation.
What's on the itinerary for our new group today, by the way?
That's a great question, because I was so busy this morning, I did not write one up. That's going to be what I'm going to do right now, and then I'll send it over.
Make sure you get it done before your appointment.
Yes, sir.
And
their heart
take
is
it
racing.
And take it easy afterwards. We don't need you collapsing on the job.
I was planning on taking an evening.
Good.
All right. And
Have a good day, Ben. Keep up the good work.
I'll certainly try. You certainly gave me 3 individuals that prefer not to work. Well,
And that's why I didn't put anyone else with them, because nobody else would have the capabilities to make them do what they need to do.
certainly a choice. All right, I will get with that, sir. Have a good morning.
He goes back to his desk and starts answering emails. As you leave the room, the secretary gives you a very placid smile, as I assume you immediately and terrifyingly type out things for everybody to do in the next half hour.
Yes, the secretary will watch as Ben goes into their own little corner, kind of just like, oh god.
While you're there, because you're kind of distracted, could you roll me a quick perceive check?
Yeah.
Just straight perceive.
God, I didn't know. I'm looking to see if there's anything that I can do to bump it. Nope. No bonus die.
A 3. All right. You are so busy in your little world that you vaguely hear like footsteps behind you of whatever Eskel's 7:45 appointment is. But you're too
Don't turn
busy
around?
to you're too zeroed in on what you're doing to take any notice of what's happening behind you. And you finish it off, send it, and head back so you can make your 8:30 appointment.
Yep.
Cut back to the apartment. Does Dottie scream?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Starboy is just like flipping through the channels, and Vaughn is eating breakfast, and you both just hear Dottie give out a blood-curdling scream from her
Hayden
room.
is immediately getting up to go to her room. And he bangs the door. He's like, Dottie, are you okay?
I'm behind Starboy, using him like a human shield.
It's fine.
What does Dottie do?
Dottie is just cowering in the corner where her bed is, like because her bed's against the wall, because that's important that your bed be against the wall, in the corner, and just staring at Sebastian.
Why are you looking at me that way?
This is not real. You're not real, because you can't be here because you.
This is the last way you remember me, isn't it?
Why are you here?
You hear banging on your door and Starboy asking
Dottie!
what's going on.
I'm not gonna answer the door.
If you don't answer, I have to let myself in.
I'm not gonna answer the door.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door now. Can I open the door, or is it locked? Do they lock? That's a question.
I think they lock. Does Dottie lock her door at night?
No.
Then it just opens. Dottie, you see the door swing open and Starboy is there and Vaughn's like behind her.
He's like looking around the entire room to make sure that there's not an imminent threat.
You don't see anything.
But does Dottie still see Sebastian?
Or does your gaze like move as the door opens? Just
Yeah.
to like
Mhm.
In that instant where your eyes flick to the door and then back, he's gone.
What happened? What's going on?
Sebastian.
Who?
Sebastian, he was sitting in that chair.
It's a mess in this room, by the way.
Understandable.
Sebastian is dead, Dottie.
I'm not making this up. He was sitting right there in that chair. He was looking at me. He was watching me.
Okay. Was that all he's doing?
He talked to me.
What did he say?
He said, I don't remember. Not much. But
He said, I don't remember not much?
no, Dottie doesn't remember.
Oh, okay. Is he there now?
Sebastian in the room with us right.
I'm trying to be respectful.
No, he's gone, but he didn't get up or walk away. He just vanished.
Okay.
You already hear voices. What's
Vaughn.
adding seeing things to it?
Vaughn.
You remember you killed him, right? Like, you remember that?
I was told, yes.
Do you remember pointing the gun at me first?
Vaughn, I don't remember a lot of things, okay?
Steps out of the room.
Are you hurt?
No.
I can't imagine what you're going through seeing. But he's not here right now, right?
Right.
Okay. So that's good?
Yeah.
Is this the first time you've seen someone who wasn't there?
I think so.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't really know what's real and what's not.
That's more common than you think. What usually helps?
I don't remember.
What do you like?
Food.
I could probably order something.
Okay.
I'm not very good at cooking, but I could probably order something.
Okay.
What do you want?
Can I have some pancakes with some bacon, and then can I have some eggs, but can you make them sunny side up? And can you make sure that the yolk, like when you put the and toast, and then when you put the toast in the egg, it runs. Can you make sure it does that? And then also, can I have a donut, but can you make it strawberry with sprinkles on it?
Okay.
And then make sure there's syrup with the pancakes.
What kind?
Pancakes or syrup?
Yes.
Just regular syrup and just like regular pancakes. I don't want nothing on them.
Okay.
But make sure there's syrup, okay?
More. And he puts all of that into an order.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, what do you need right now while we are waiting for food?
I need Bin. Can you get them?
Go get them?
Yeah.
Are you going to be okay here alone with Vaughn?
Probably not.
I could try calling them, but they are in a meeting.
Oh, they're not here?
No, they went to a meeting this morning and then,
I think this is
left
about the time where your communicator goes off with a very hastily written up itinerary
God.
for all of you.
Yeah, they just sent an itinerary. He looks like visibly like,
relieved.
oh my god.
The first line just says, "I'm sorry."
And then, like, on the
Okay.
itinerary, there's like a bracketed section from like 8:30 to probably 12:30
Mm.
that says unavailable during surgery,
Okay.
which is in like 15 minutes, half an hour.
Okay. Binbin won't be back for a bit, but they did send us a schedule. So food, what this says, and then hopefully the rest of our itinerary, and then Binbin should be back. Yeah?
That's gonna be a long time.
They're in surgery, Dottie. I don't really know how to. I think it's probably important.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna go back to bed. And then she scoots down her bed and throws her covers over herself.
okay. I have.
Can you wake me up when the food comes?
Yep. Yeah, and I have my communicator if you need anything. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna.
Goodbye, Starboy.
Okay, bye. And then he immediately leaves and very gently closes the door. And he kind of stands there for a second in the hallway because he's not entirely sure if what he said or did worked. So he's just overthinking it and standing in front of her closed door while he.
Vaughn is
mulls
right
that.
beside you, pressed against the wall, shaking.
That! Hi.
Hi.
Do you want to go talk on the outside balcony? That's the word.
Sure.
Yeah.
Dottie specifically would receive a message from Binbin, and there's nothing written on it, but you know how like on Apple Watches where you're able to send like heartbeats. He sends probably a minute and a 90-second clip of a heartbeat beating pretty normally to Dottie.
Oh man.
Kind of terrifying, but okay.
No, shut up. It's cute.
That's so cute. What are you kidding me?
I don't know, if someone just sent me a heartbeat, I'd be like, this is
Yeah, a
wrong.
stranger.
Anyway, you two go out on the balcony.
Hayden is just gonna stand there and wait.
Vaughn sits down and is just kind of hunched over, and her leg is going, just bouncing. You know, I don't know how to live with her. You know, when she whenever she does something sudden, I get scared. So
I don't really know what happened between the two of you, but I can see that it has pretty severely affected your relationship together.
Yeah, we used to be friends. So.
Before what happened?
That's a good question. What do you know about what happened?
I know that Dottie went. At the time, I thought it was a terrorist. That's what was told to me. Someone had stolen MG Tech and was going on a rampage throughout the city. Aqua and I were asked to distract and keep the public spirits up. I saw news clips, but I don't really know much beyond that. And then when I was asked to retrieve the two of you, I was just told that this is part of your parole, in a sense. Dottie was reformed, and you were working on it.
Sure. We made the thing that she took.
The tech?
Yeah.
You made it.
We were working for my father.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how her taking that and shooting up the city landed the rest of us in jail. That's still a little mystery to me, so that's just, fun. Like a week before, she said she was hearing voices, and I tried to get her to go find help, and she didn't. And then I walked in Monday morning, and she was covered in blood and pointed a gun at my face, so. But I got to go to jail for that, so isn't that neat and fun and just cute?
I thought you all were a part of that. I thought you all were a part of the theft.
No.
It's that
No.
not the case?
No.
Right. Okay. What happened then? And he's like looking around like he's unsure of where is safe to talk, because they're in a corporate building. They're standing outside. He looks like he's struggling to figure out what to say, how to say it, and where to say it.
I don't really know what to tell you about what happened, because I don't really know.
It's fine. I shouldn't have asked. That's your personal business, and that I don't need to know any more than that. What are we gonna do now? We are here now. What are we gonna do now?
I'm gonna sit here and wait for Ben to come back, and
Ben is gonna be in surgery all day. I don't think they're gonna be.
Figure out what the fuck my father said to them this morning.
I ordered food, and Ben didn't send a schedule, so
I think
You hear the
this one's
doorbell
here.
ring.
It is here. What do you need?
I don't know. Go give Dottie a food.
Okay.
You can go.
Okay. 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 And then he's gonna eventually leave and gently close the sliding glass door, whatever they got out there, so that Vaughn can have privacy. And then he's gonna go to the front door and open it up.
There is another happy little dryad drone with a little digital smiley face on its display screen, and it drops off the food.
Thank you.
Dryad, thanks you. And then flies away.
Just watches it go down the hallway. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and grab the food and start putting it out in areas that look presentable and like, aha, food is here. And he's gonna go over to Dottie's door and lightly knock on it again. Dottie,
Yeah.
food's here.
Oh boy!
Okay.
Gonna come out of the door and take the food out of your hands and scramble to the bar. What do we have for sitting down and eating? No,
Yeah.
couch.
It's a bar.
Well, no,
Oh,
this
there's
is
a couch.
syrup.
Do not get the couch dirty, because do you know who has to clean that up? Not you.
Anyway, she goes to the
A
couch.
robot.
The robots clean it.
Is that what they tell you? Interesting.
Yeah, she'll go to the couch and eat her pancakes.
Smash cut to 3 a.m. Been angrily cleaning.
The syrup out of the couch.
Syrup never comes out. All right. So your itinerary for the day is your obligations individually. So, Bin has already done theirs. Vaughn, what is your obligation for today? As a reminder, rolling obligation, you roll the attribute that you have the least dice in.
I would
And
like to
take
say
stress.
it has given them anger management classes that they have to go to.
Well, it's different for everybody.
Yeah, for Vaughn, because isn't your thing like the emotional one is the one that's the hardest for you?
Whatever Moon is.
Yeah. You have anger management classes, bitch. Go to them.
Moon is your obligation breaks your heart and drives you to despair.
Cool.
Nothing more despair-inducing than an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting.
And then therapy.
Okay, is this like court ordered? Do I have to go, or can I blow it off?
Court ordered. Go.
It is, you have to do
Hayden
your
will be at
obligation,
the
yeah.
door like, hey Vaughn, your meeting is scheduled. It's coming
Fuck
up.
off!
I understand you're upset. However, it is on the itinerary, and I
Hey,
think.
Starboy? Hey, Starboy.
Hi.
Listen to me?
Hi. Yeah.
I will fucking cut you.
That would be counterproductive to the meeting that you're supposed to be at.
You sound just like my therapist.
And I think maybe you have some things you need to talk about today. Throwing it out there. It might be helpful than just sitting on a balcony all day.
Go to therapy.
It might be helpful. That might be helpful.
Okay. Out of character, remind me again, is this the part where we're supposed to like make links? We've only gone
No,
through
this
this
is
one
later.
time.
No, this is the part where you essentially you have your obligation, the thing you have to do in society, and you get stress based off of how
right,
well it goes.
the stress. Okay, I go to the fucking anger management class I don't want to go to. Is this like a Zoom
let's-
call or?
No, it's definitely in person.
Oh, that's worse. You let her out by
Okay.
herself? Bye.
Hayden gives her a pancake because that's the first thing he grabbed, and
He goes to give her a handshake, but then realizes his hand is empty and then just gives him a pancake instead.
have a good day.
I don't take the pancake.
That's fair. It does have syrup on it, and I wish I didn't grab it with my hand. Have a good day.
Let's roll a fate dice real quick.
Oh boy.
Why?
Evens.
Syrup on the couch.
Syrup
Evens. The anger management counselor is a human. Odds, they are a robot.
Oh my god.
Make him a robot.
Okay, it is a human.
Okay,
That's
thank
probably
God.
worse for them.
It's probably. I mean,
Not great.
It's not great. Her name is Aydin, Aydin.
I'm sure that's not infuriating at all.
Yeah, just like like going round robin to all the people, and is this very very gentle voice is like, so Vaughn, how are we feeling today?
Bad.
Why is that?
Well, I woke up this morning by arguing with my roommate, who used to be my friend and is now my boss, so that's a little messy. Let's see, we got the other crazy roommate who is seeing the person she killed just dead in the corner that nobody else can see.
Right.
It's not been a great day, Aiden.
See, I can understand how that might be frustrating, a former friend turned into a boss. Really, it feels like a betrayal of your trust in them in more than one way. And now they have power over you.
You're right about that.
And, I understand, feeling powerless when other people have power over us, really frustrating. And having to live with them, your feelings are really valid about this,
Thank you for telling me my feelings are valid. You're so good at your job.
I'm not pretending that I can fix everything in one day, but acceptance is the first step. And while you're complaining, it doesn't feel like you've accepted the circumstances yet.
Why should I accept something that's so goddamn unfair?
Well, because it's only the first step.
No.
Well, maybe a different course of action might be helpful.
Oh, maybe.
Go ahead and roll obligation. Go ahead and roll moon.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe. Well, thanks for telling me this obvious thing that I already knew.
It's not good.
So you are going to take 4 stress as a result of your obligation. Eventually, Aiden has to move on to the next person, who is this. I think it's so infuriating because the guy right after you is like a corporate paper pusher who, like, the worst thing that they have to deal with in their day is how frustrating their coworkers are. And it's just
Fucking
like
Steven's there?
Steven's there, yeah.
How fucking dare you?
It's like, yeah, I've got this coworker that's, they're really, it's really hard to talk to them. I try and connect with them, but they just never really seem to want to connect. They're always trying to get out of our conversation, and this goes on for like a solid 5 minutes of just complaining.
Does that make you angry, Steven?
Yeah.
This fucking guy.
And Aiden's like, all right, let's bring it down a bit. We're allowed to have these feelings. We just have to work through them.
They're all about Ben. Fucking leave him alone.
Literally everybody in this anger management course is complaining about Bin in some way or another.
What the
Whether
fuck?
they know it or not. Starboy, Hayden. What is your obligation this day?
So I have 1 dot in sun and 1 in moon, so it can be either.
And you have 2 in stars?
I have 2 in stars.
Okay, so yeah,
Star boy.
it is your choice. What is your obligation physically taxing or involves scary people or circumstances? Or is it something that breaks your heart and drives you to despair?
I don't know. I mean, if it's part of like a normal itinerary and something Bin had to make very fast, maybe just like basic physical training.
Physical therapy?
Well, like an obstacle. I was thinking more like work, like an obstacle course type, like training his skills. But also, whatever you want.
Do you? I am going to go out on a limb here and assume that Hayden has a personal trainer.
If he has been assigned one by the corporation, then yes.
I'm gonna roll another d6.
Amazing.
Please be a
Same thing.
robot. Please
It
be a
is the
robot.
robot.
Hell yeah.
It's this. It's a legally distinct but very similar Rock'em Sock'em robot. Just this red robot with just like boxing gloves on. We'll call it Victor with a Y.
Victor. Hayden is very
Victor.
polite with Victor as well. Is he a Russian robot?
He is now. Come now, Hayden. It is time for your calisthenics.
Thank you, Victor. It's wonderful to see you again.
Of course. Now give me your best. And his
Okay.
body is like a giant punching bag.
Yes, sir. Yes. They spend some hours
Mhm.
kick,
So,
kick
yeah.
and punch.
Go ahead and roll sun.
Okay, great. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Ah, no.
That is 5 stress for you.
It was a rough day.
Yeah, Victor took no prisoners that day. Like,
Kicked my
some days
ass.
he's really nice and just like lets you get through it, but you were taking as much of a beating as you were giving this day. Like, and those padded gloves only help so much when what's in the gloves is rock hard steel, you know?
It's fine. I probably deserve it. It's fine.
Well, we don't have time to unpack that.
We don't have time to unpack all of that. But yeah, Hayden probably works very, very hard every single time and really pushes himself every single time. So thanks.
Yeah,
Makes
yep.
sense.
And Dottie. What is Dottie's obligation today?
Well, hers is moon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I like to think Ben got therapy for
I
Dottie.
like how
Today? That the same day?
You are getting therapized, bitch.
Okay, well.
I love how nobody has stars for their obligation, which is hilarious to me considering how much social pressure and anxiety is going around in this world.
For now.
For now.
For now.
But yeah.
Dottie gets therapy.
Okay, but does Dottie get therapy today?
It
Yes.
doesn't have to be. You could have a different kind of obligation today if you.
You don't want to
think
talk to
something
Dottie
else
about
sounds
getting
more fun.
therapy before you force her on therapy?
Fine, I'll talk to her about getting
thank
therapy.
you. Jesus Christ. Or else you're gonna come home to an eclipse Dottie.
I'm already gonna get an eclipse fucking Starboy involved.
I don't know what her obligation is today. Help.
Breaks your heart and drives you to despair.
Well,
We could call your obligation that lovely little moment you had in the morning with your buddy Vasquez.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
So yeah, go ahead and roll moon. That can be your obligation. 4. So you only take 2 stress. Surprisingly, seeing the corpse of the man that you murdered is less stressful than punching a robot or going to
Well,
anger management
pancakes
classes.
helped.
The pancakes.
I was
Yeah.
literally about to
Yeah.
say pancakes.
The pancakes helped a lot.
That's what
Mhm.
happens if you don't take a pancake, Vaughn. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Hayden didn't get any either, and now he got beat to shit, so.
Yeah. Slash cut to Bin. We already did your obligation.
Yeah.
But you go in for your surgery today. Do you know what this one is about?
This one is probably they're testing the newest form of bone sutures on the legs, and so probably for this they were probably put under, and then their legs were cut into, and metallic implants were probably added to like the knees and the ankles.
Yeah, it's they would definitely knock you out for that.
Yep.
And you wake up several hours later. You're not like completely doped up on painkillers because they need to check like how much pain are you in and how does it
Yeah.
feel. But it's just like pins and needles rather than like Jesus Christ, every part of my legs are on fire.
Yeah.
And as you're like slowly groggily coming to, you feel someone's hand clasping yours.
They slowly wake up and look over.
Can you describe your brother to me?
Hey, Jess, can you real quick give me his description? Just real fucking quick. Actually, you know what? Jess, can you describe my brother for me?
Yeah, I can. So, Ben's brother is probably like, I don't know, 5'7", like a normal height for a human being. He is
Like how we specify a human being.
yes, he is human. He is transmask, and he has short brown hair, and he's got kind of like a cute little like baby face. And I think that, what other descriptors?
He's probably wearing like mostly
wearing, like,
black clothes.
Mostly black clothes, and probably not like very nice clothes. And
Yeah,
he has
little
some
ratty.
sort of pearl on him somewhere, like a pearl necklace or a pearl bracelet or a pearl brooch. Yeah.
Hey Ben, I know I'm not supposed to be here, but well, I snuck in.
Great. Why the fuck are you here?
Want to see my little brother?
For the first time in how many years?
Listen, you know why I can't be around you that much. You're still very groggy in this.
Yeah. So you chose day of all days?
Figured you could use a little support.
I don't like admitting when you're right.
I know you don't.
Okay, well, you're here, you're giving me support, we're holding hands, we're having a grand old time. Do you need anything?
No. Just, be good. Right, Ben? Don't get into too much trouble with those suits, alright?
Dex, what's going on?
Nothing.
No, something is going on. You know I can't move right now, which fucking pisses me off. What's going on? What are you not telling me?
This seems like a good place to make a fun check. What would you like to roll here?
I mean, I'm trying to get him to confess.
So maybe express.
God, I don't have any dots in that.
You're using words with an agenda in mind, I feel like.
What about analyze?
You could roll analyze. It might not get you as much. It's what you can like analyze in the situation rather than trying to get him to say something.
Then I will express. I'm going to. Can I push?
Yeah, if you want to.
I'm gonna push.
Take 2 extra stress.
Yeah. That's fine. This feels like a stressful conversation.
Sure. I feel like most of Bin's waking hours are stressful.
Okay, well, listen here. Nothing about position or anything?
No, position is only during missions.
Okay, so not transcending, no bonus die.
Yeah, there's no negative repercussions, it's just you might not get what you want.
Cool. Then 1 bonus die because I'm pushing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess you're right in that you're kind of stuck here and can't do anything about it. Just the pearls are doing something a bit more dangerous than usual, and well, I mean.
So you say no. You say I'm not going on this mission. You put your foot down.
You know I can't tell that to Pyra.
Fuck Pyra. I don't give a shit.
Maybe this was a mistake.
No. I don't even get to see you for months to years on end. And then the one time that you come back and talk to me, you're fucking leaving as if you're saying goodbye because you're gonna die. You just got back here, and I'm gonna yell at you about that because fucking where the fuck were you previous years? But that doesn't give you the right to walk away now. You're back here, so you're staying with me. I am begging you to please be safe. If you can't say no, that's fine. Then find a reason to not be in the direct line of fire. Do you need MGs? Do you need people to help you out?
No. I'm your older brother, right? You're my little brother. It's my job to protect you when I can. And that's what I gotta do. I can promise you I'll be as safe as I can be, but tomorrow's never promised on any day, but I promise I won't let it be months or years again, but I gotta do this.
What is this?
You don't want to know.
As in
And I can't tell you. Unless you went Eskel up your ass.
I mean, he doesn't need to know.
You should learn to put your own foot down sometimes. About all this shit.
Yeah, well, kind of took that away from me when Mom signed the line, don't you think?
I can always help you get out, you know? Leave all this shit behind.
Hey, big
I
bro.
know people. They can help you. And you wouldn't have to give away the rest of your body to these fucking assholes.
That's great and all. Eskel has a kill switch on me. I can't exactly walk away. I would love to.
I know somebody that could. She was in prison for a while, but if anybody could fucking get rid of that thing, she could.
All right, who is your magical woman behind mystery door number 1?
She went by Dottie Wren when she was running with us. She's the best engineer I ever seen. If anyone can fix the stuff that they got that'd blow you to smithereens, she could do it. But last I heard, she was in prison. If I can find her, if I can break her out, will you promise to come with us?
Hey, when is this thing that you need to do? Because I think I have someone I want you to meet.
Tomorrow.
You're coming home with me tonight.
Fucking.
Do you want to meet Dottie or not?
You know her?
I live with her. I knew her very well, Dex.
Can you see this was supposed to happen? Ain't no such thing as coincidences. Fucking. Of course, Dottie. Of course you know Dottie. Fucking.
But here's the thing, the Dottie we knew is different.
Different how?
Her being in jail kind of really fucked her up. Well, and also fucked her up a little bit before jail. I mean, she,
No, yeah, we heard all about what happened with her.
yeah, and things didn't work out the best.
Yeah, no, Tannel still got to stick up her ass about her.
Yeah. So, just giving you a heads up. I don't know if she'll remember you, because that's a 50-50 fucking gambit. But, you know.
Whatever's changed about her, the one thing I know about Dottie is that she loves getting her hands on tech.
I'm very aware about how much she likes getting her hands on tech.
Feel like there's a double entendre in there, but I'm not gonna go into further detail. But all right, fine. Let me check in with Pyra. I ain't gonna tell him nothing. But where's this place?
I tell the place.
All right. See you there after sunset.
I mean, I'd prefer if we went together. Like, yes. Give me a couple of hours to recuperate,
right.
And then I'll meet you at the bus stop.
Sure. Fucking. All right.
All right.
He squeezes your hand, lets go, and leaves.
Once he's gone, fucking Bin flips them off.
That brings us to some fun little downtime. We have
the three of them would receive information, ask to get information about what the pearls are doing.
All right, so you all get a message like, check this out. But during your downtime, you each have 2 things you can do. You can have a disagreement, help a friend recover, work on a long-term project, or investigate. Why don't we start with Starboy?
Well, he was just given a job. So by someone who's going to bring a stranger into our house. But whatever.
That's my family. I don't have much of that left.
Family.
Okay?
My family.
Yeah,
He's a stranger,
what if-
and he's a criminal.
What if halfway point break, please, Bladder?
Yes, okay, we can go ahead and we'll see you guys back in 10 minutes and we can
Okay.
have a schedule.
Dude,
A
I'm
schedule!
A schedule, yay!
Yay! Bye.
Alright, bye. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Last we left off with some more trauma because that's what we do here at Fates Foretold. And we were just about to start downtime. It sounded like Starboy was gonna do some investigating.
Because Bin, sorry,
Gave you a job.
Bin gave me a job, and now I get to do that job. And so yeah, well, the first downtime action Hayden is going to do after getting out of a very tiring session with Victor is to start researching the pearls.
All right, so go ahead. It's a gather info check. How are you going to go about this? Is it analysis or like are you trawling the net?
How well known are they? Like, would Starboy know who they are in general? Like, have they caused problems?
The Tarnished Pearls are a pretty well known. You know, the lower cities have a gang or two in each district.
Okay. Would he have access to like street? Well, I don't know about street cameras, but like, would he have access to some way to survey the city? Like, would that be given to him?
I think there's not like you don't have like a super hacker spy tool to hack into like security cameras, but you could easily like there's plenty of like public camera type things everywhere. You know, there's always someone like streaming
or
something.
I guess like better question, would he have a resource to see that at the corporation? Like, is that part of what being an MG is, like access to that kind of stuff, or access to somebody who can get him that?
I'll say yes, that's reasonable. You can go down to Phoenix HQ and hack into their library because they would definitely have the resource to do it.
Cool. Then yeah, instead of going home and resting after getting beat up, he's gonna go to HQ and talk to the hacker team.
It's probably either perceive or analyze, I think, for gather info.
I have one in each, so I guess I'll roll. I roll analyze all the time. I'll roll perceive.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't want to push myself at the moment, but I will just do it. Is it just a risky standard?
Yeah, this is downtime. There's no position or effect.
You're right. Hey!
6! Alright, so you get 2 questions and 1 follow-up from your gather info table.
Okay. Are the Tarnished Pearls currently active in any areas of the city?
Well, the questions from your gather info thing.
Sorry, apologies.
One of those. Two of those, and then one follow-up. And then one follow-up which can expound on those answers.
Got it. What is the most dangerous here?
The pearls themselves are, you know, they're gang. You rather than checking the cameras first off, you're getting like a little bit of background information on them, and they are run by their leader is a guy named Pyra, who is has been their head honcho for quite a few years, and is the pearls. Their general modus operandi is it's a bit of safety and security for themselves, but it's also a bit of, you know, light terrorism. Just a light bit of terrorism. They like raiding corporate warehouses for technology and stuff like that. So Pyra is probably the most dangerous from them.
Okay. And then my follow-up, who will my foes try to single out?
Well, a second question first.
Isn't that my...
Well, you get 2 questions from that list, and then one follow-up that can expound on either of those answers.
Got it. Okay, then my second question is, who will my foes try to single out?
You are looking around trying to get like glimpses of them. I think you can see on, there's a few street cameras and you can catch a few of the gang members out. They seem to be doing reconnaissance on some warehouse in Fish District.
Fish. Okay. Cool. And then for my follow-up question, does that have to be on the gather info? Pick one of
No,
those?
the follow-up can
Okay.
be anything to clarify or expound on any of the other answers.
Okay. So they're at a warehouse in the Fish District.
And Pyra is the most dangerous.
And Pyra is the most dangerous. I'm trying to think of what do I really want to know?
You could ask a follow-up like, what is important about this warehouse? Or is there someone else that, like, does Pyra have a weak point?
Oh.
Stuff like that.
What is important about this warehouse?
You gather that this kind of connects to some other stuff that you've been hearing about, that this is the recall warehouse for the VR headsets that have the VR systems that have been recalled.
Oh, because he did wake up and see the news when Bin Bin was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is this, I guess I can't ask if it's like an active warehouse or not, can
Yeah,
I?
that's your one follow-up.
Okay. Cool beans. Great.
And you have another downtime action as well.
I do.
Could have a disagreement, or you could start a long-term project. Or if you've got something else you want to investigate, you can do that too.
I'm trying to decide, because like one of the things during downtime is to like assist a teammate or like check in on somebody. Isn't that what the other one was?
That's have a disagreement. Because usually it would be make a connection, but this is the dark depressing playset, so it's replaced with have a disagreement, and that's how you get links.
Okay. Then
if you're talking about help a friend recover, that's specifically for like injuries.
Got it. And I cannot do anything to help with my stress right now?
No.
Okay. Then can I start... No, I want to investigate again. I apologize.
Okay.
I was going to start a long-term project, but it's not important. I want it, but it wouldn't be important to... Well, it is...
I've been said to investigate them, so...
Yeah. I was given a job, so I should probably investigate more.
Okay. What other kind of information are you looking for?
I guess I want to learn more about this recall. And like, what's that about?
How are you going to go about this?
Analyze?
Analyze could make sense. You could also, if you have like a buddy or friend, you could attempt to like express to someone and get them to tell you more about it.
Did you just suggest that he has a friend?
You know what? You're right. That's my bad. That's my bad.
He doesn't have friends. He has coworkers.
Okay.
He doesn't know what a friend is, Bin Bin. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'll just go jump.
Go ahead and
off a cliff.
analyze.
No. Yes. So, yeah, he's probably just gonna. I mean, unless there's like he probably knows people like there, but a majority of things that he researches is probably gonna be alone.
You could express to like because you are, you're a famous person. You could literally just like go to the warehouse and be like, "Hey, I'm Starboy. I work for the corporations. You want to tell me what's going on?" Yeah, I'm Starboy.
I don't have any dots in Express, and I feel like I should.
That's fine.
You can
analyze.
Can I? Yeah, I was like, can I go to the warehouse anyway and like analyze or perceive kind of what's going on, and if anybody asks, just be like, "Oh, it's just, I was just scouting out the area.
Trying
I
to
know
scout out the area,
and make sure that everyone's safe."
Yeah. Go ahead and analyze for that, or conceal, since you're kind of trying to be sneaky about it and not obviously problematic, but I know they're the same to you, but
Oh, my god!
look at it,
Dang it.
666.
It's to make up for that one.
Right, so you get to ask 2 questions and a follow-up.
Yay! Okay, I'm gonna pull my questions. My first question is, who here is afraid?
So you are in Fish District,
Me.
which is the lower city section of Siren, which is the entertainment and communication area.
Mhm.
There are probably a lot of like rundown bars and things like that sell more than just liquor. As far as who here is afraid, there's, I think, probably enough people that are aware of the Tarnished Pearls that they're kind of aware that something is probably going to go down here. So, like, everyone in this district is a little bit afraid at the moment because they're waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Okay. And then my second question is, how can I help protect this warehouse? Like, how can I best be of service, I guess? How can I help to be the most helpful?
There's a number of things you could do. If you're aware of this, that you're sure there's going to be some kind of attack here against what are essentially corporate assets, you could let HQ know. You could let Siren know what's about to go down, and they could move stuff or put backup nearby that can take care of the problem.
Okay, I'm doing my job, and then.
I just asked you to investigate, not to warn.
Or you could tell Bin and the rest of your coterie and do whatever you want to do with it. Just being aware of the problem is like the first step to trying to help.
Yeah. Okay.
And then one follow-up.
My follow-up. Could I ask as a follow-up what the weak points of the warehouse would be? Or do I have to ask a follow-up specifically?
No, that's
okay.
Absolutely reasonable. I'd say it's not your most high-tech warehouse. It is in, lower district. These are recalled products. They're not necessarily worried too much about people getting it. There's basic security on the warehouse, like handprint scanners, bolts and deadlocks. The windows are probably a weak point. You can see probably also what looks like a hole in the roof that was very hastily patched over and could be an easy point of ingress.
Okay.
It's the lower city. They don't care too much about how fancy it looks. It's clean, but it's not necessarily fancy.
Okay. Is there a way, because it's the future, is there a way to create a map of the warehouse itself? I
think that's something that could work good for a flashback, but
amazing. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got your questions and your follow-up. While you're doing this, everybody else is doing their stuff as well. Let's jump to Vaughn first.
Okay.
Okay.
You tell me if this would be a project or investigating, finding out what the fuck my father has been up to in the past 3 years. Stuff he probably doesn't want
definitely a
people to
long-term
know.
project.
Yeah.
Would probably depending on how you're going about it, you could try and talk to people, or you could crawl through the net.
You think Vaughn's gonna talk to anyone?
Yeah, no, it's definitely.
I'm just.
internet.
You can talk to somebody on the internet too. Imagine.
No.
I think we're starting
Really?
off just gathering
Okay.
articles and maybe getting a little doing naughty hacking things that I'm not supposed to do to get access to his information.
Naughty, naughty. Go ahead, analyze.
Oh, I have to do things. Oh my god, there's so many. Hey, give me the
What
info.
the
My little
fuck?
raccoon hands.
What
the
the
little
fuck?
raccoon hands.
Give.
The
This
dice
is-
stats are really.
This is a pretty like significant chunk of time that you're trying to look into. I'll call it like a 10-segment clock because you've got a lot of information to sift through to find the juicy stuff. So that is 3 segments on the clock. So 3 out of 10 right now. You find your first step is obviously to find out what the corporations have been saying so that you can compare it to for any inconsistencies and stuff. After the incident, a lot of that first year was a bit of cleanup and damage control. I wouldn't say that Phoenix fell in the estimate of the populace or even in the internal rankings as to where each corporation was kind of in comparison to each other, but it was definitely a hit to their publicity. The second year, you saw bits of new procedures that they were focusing on. Bin Bin's name actually probably pops up a couple times in reference to some new kind of healthcare advancement, like bone implants and things like that to replace anybody with problems in their joints and femurs and things like that. And then the most recent year, there was some advancement in the neuroscience area as far as treatment of neuro problems and treatment of like strokes and things like that.
Okay. Noted.
Mm-hmm. And then 1 second.
Can my second thing be
A disagreement.
a disagreement? But I want to talk to Ben.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to like come back to that.
Ben comes back to the house. Probably the first thing that you do because I'm sure Vaughn is itching to yell at Ben about something.
I like to think that
if
probably-
your brother is in tow.
Oh no! Probably what happened is
No.
Ben
Dax is not
waited.
there yet.
Yeah, Ben waited and then was like, Dex knows where I'm at. If he doesn't show up, he doesn't fucking show up like usual. If he does show up, congratulations, he's there.
I'll say you do at least get a message from him that says, "Got held up. Pyra had questions. I'll meet you there when I can."
Yeah.
So Ben
Kind of limps through the front door.
Yeah, Ben limps in.
Vaughn is all over you immediately. All right, how'd the meeting go? What do you say?
Hold on. Can I put my shit down first, please?
Can you hurry up?
I'm going as fast as I can, Vaughn. And they will walk in, just limping, and set their stuff down, take their cardigan off, and then just look over. Okay. So, apparently you tried to break out 3 times?
And?
Well, that doesn't look good.
What would you do if you were arrested for no goddamn reason? And we're gonna be there for at least 10 years.
Work with the legal system to clear my name and get
Right,
out on
'cause
good behavior.
That served me so well before. Of course, you think that any justice in this place is useful at all.
Well, maybe if you gave it a shot, it might have been.
Hey, Ben, do you think I didn't try to get in contact with a family lawyer? With any lawyer? I had no money to work with because my father just stopped responding to me. What was I supposed to do?
From what I was told, you were supposed to not try and break out 3 times.
Eat my ass. What else did he say?
About what specifically? We spoke a lot about a lot of things.
What was the rest of the fucking meeting about?
About Dottie. Whom else do you think it was about?
And what did he say about that?
That Dottie refused help multiple times.
I mean, I don't really know what the fuck has been going on with her for the past 3 years, so... why do you still believe him?
Because he has stuff to back it up.
So you don't believe me?
I believe you for what you think happened. Both things can be true.
I just don't know what else to say to you at this point.
I am trying to work to make this work, to get you as much freedom as you can. Because, unfortunately, yes, the things that did happen to you, and there's nothing that can do to change that. But I'm putting forth every single ounce of my energy to make sure that A, stuff like that doesn't happen again, and B, you're given a second chance.
I should
Yes,
have needed a
if
second
you-
chance. Ben.
Okay, do you want me to go back in time for you and stop whatever was supposed to happen? It's the past. It happens. Things happen in the past, and it's now our decision as human beings to decide how we're going to move forward with our future. Are we going to move forward with our future filled with hate and then end in a tragic tale? Or are we going to continue moving forward knowing that bad thing did happen, but we need to go forward with hope that it will not be as bad for other people? You are not the only person who has had to deal with tragedy in their life.
No shit.
Then stop acting like it is. Please. Now I need to clean up this house, so can you please help me, or are you going to mope in your room again?
I'll fucking help. But
Thank you.
Jesus.
And then they will limp to start cleaning.
The way
So
to
Van,
make sure this shit doesn't happen to anybody else is to take my father down. That is the only answer here.
That is not the only answer
It
here.
is.
That is it.
It is.
There are
Why
other
are
ways.
you so far up his asshole? I don't understand.
How much money do you give me?
Well, we both know the answer to that is none.
Correct. How much money does he give me for me doing my job?
No, probably not enough.
He gives me enough so that way I can live with all of the problems that I have, and then I have a little bit extra to treat myself whenever I'd like.
Mm-hmm.
So until you can give me that same amount of money, if not more, I'm going to continue to work for him. Because if I get fired or I quit, then I'm blacklisted and I'm broke. I have nothing to help me with my multiple medical problems. And that will give me maybe 6 months? Maybe.
She just walks away.
So, what do you want to roll for this disagreement, Vaughn?
I'm looking.
Express?
Sure, all of my options are pretty shit here. Why not?
All right,
Express?
so you roll Express and Ben rolls Sun. All right.
I think okay, well,
Vaughn
how much?
Vaughn wins this fight.
Yeah, by a lot. Okay, Vaughn.
So Vaughn, you both mark 1 stress. Vaughn gets 3 links with Ben, and Ben gets 1 link with Vaughn.
That's fine.
Do links carry over from? Because I think we all got like a free
No.
one from. Okay, so okay. That's it.
All right, Dottie.
Okay. So I want to gather information first because that message from Ben would like trigger something in her that she's like, oh, I'm gonna look into this.
Okay.
So how do I roll for that again?
What are you investigating? And how are you investigating it?
I don't know, Jonathan. What does Dottie have access to?
Whatever you want.
You have access to Ben's computer.
Okay, Slay. Then
Yeah.
then Dottie's gonna get on Ben's computer.
Okay. What are you investigating?
I'm investigating if I can find anything about the pearls maybe in the news or like I don't know, is there some sort of website that I could like a dark web that Dottie could go to that she knows the pearls
Darknet.
use?
If you want to go through the darknet, I'll call it a conceal.
Yes, I want to.
Not
Alright.
on my computer.
Yeah, on your computer.
Yeah, on
Only you
Ben's
had a
computer.
roommate who was a naughty little hacker.
Oh yeah. Oh well. What am I rolling? Position.
So you roll conceal. And
position.
the position doesn't matter because this is
Oh,
downtime stuff.
Oh, Slay.
Four. So you get to ask me 1 question and 1 follow-up from
Okay.
your gather info questions.
My one question is, what's really going on here?
What's really going on here? You are, you're researching a little bit about the pearls. In the 3 years that you've been in the Slammer, they've been relatively quiet. And when I say relatively, I don't mean like they haven't been doing anything. I mean, it's been business as usual. They haven't done anything out of the ordinary. Little small turf wars, stealing shit, blackmail, the usual kind of stuff that you remember getting up to. But in the last couple months, you see a trend of going after marks that don't really match their usual MO in the sense of they don't take things that look like they would be super valuable. It almost looks like they're hitting targets for information that they can get rather than actual physical stuff. They're gearing up for something with some kind of information that they grabbed that you're unaware of.
But I don't know, like, the information. I don't know, like...
You could do a follow-up question and see if you
Yeah.
can figure out something about that on the darknet.
Is it a follow-up? Okay, it's one follow-up question. One of my questions.
And the follow-up doesn't have to be from that list. It can be
Okay.
based on the answer I just gave you.
Okay. But it can be from one of this because there's one question.
It could be from one of those, sure.
Okay, great. There's one question that's perfect for the follow-up. What's the danger that no one else sees?
So you're on the darknet.
Yeah.
Which
On Ben's computer.
on Bit's computer, which gets you information that is not stuff that's filtered through the corporations. Your old forums are a little bit different now, but you can get through them and figure out the information. What was the question again, specifically?
It was, what's the danger that no one else
What's the danger that no one sees?
No one else.
You might have heard on the news about the recalls, and on the darknet, you are seeing like a couple of people talking about it before, like they're like archived chats before they get deleted, about people not waking up out of the VR.
Oh shit, okay. And that's linked to the pearls? Or no? Can I ask that question?
That seems to be the information that they found out. That's
Okay, the pearls found out. Got it.
yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Great. And second downtime?
My second downtime, I want to cause an disagreement.
I'm gonna cause trouble.
Yeah. I would
With
like to
whom?
with Starboy. I would
boy.
like I would like to sneak into his room. Please.
Wonderful. That sounds like another conceal.
Fly.
Are you doing a disagreement? Are you doing a long-term project? Are you doing investigation?
No. This is, well, I guess it depends on what happens.
So, having a disagreement is, you're having a conflict with them. So I think what happens here is you get caught doing it.
Right.
But you'll still roll conceal when
Okay.
it comes time to that. So, like, Starboy, you come home after your time at the gym and you've done investigating, and you go into your room for a shower, and you
Dottie's
just walk
there.
into Dottie, just rifling through your shit.
Dottie.
Oh, hi, Starboy.
Hello. What are you doing?
I'm looking through your stuff.
May I ask why?
No, you may not.
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular? Can I help you find something?
No.
And he's gonna like look behind him to see if like anybody else is in the room. He's like, I don't know what to do here.
I have one question.
Yeah.
And then she walks over to the picture that you have, the one single picture that you have in your government room.
Yeah,
And holds it
among
up.
the clothes.
And holds it up and goes, "Can you tell me about this person?"
It's the picture of Hayden and Aqua Pearl.
Aqua Pearl?
Yeah.
Do you not know who that is?
No, of course I fucking know who that is.
Right. Then I'm not sure what you would like me to tell you.
Just avow her.
You're in my room because you wanted me to tell you about Aqua Pearl?
Well, no.
Who is hacking in the house?
Just Vaughn in the other room, just
Vaughn, please! I'm trying to figure something out.
I'm so sorry. I got way too excited about something.
She would have one of those extra loud mechanical keyboards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, literally.
I'm so sorry. I got way too excited. I've connected the two dots. I've connected
You haven't
them.
connected shit.
I've connected them.
I've connected them.
Flip it and ship it.
I don't know what's going on. As usual.
As usual. Much like
Again. It's on par. I'm not really sure what's going on, Dottie. Do you want me to say anything specific? Are you looking for something about Aqua Pearl in my room?
No.
Okay. What do you want me to say?
I asked you to tell me about her.
Aqua Pearl,
Yes.
my old partner.
Right. Your girlfriend, right? She was your girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay. So where is she?
She's retired.
I didn't know MGs could retire.
Yes. They can. Sometimes this job is not necessarily the safest. Sometimes MGs retire because they can no longer physically or mentally do the job. Sometimes they retire because it isn't their calling anymore.
So
There's
like
plenty of
what? She's in
reasons.
some sort of MG retirement home? Where
I
is
just-
she?
I just, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Wasn't she your girlfriend?
She was. And I don't know.
This is so not fucking helpful.
I'm sorry, I don't have any more information for you. She was here one day and then she retired. And that's all I know, Dottie.
Okay. Well, this is boring now, and she throws the picture on the bed on your bed and then walks out.
Right. He's gonna go over and pick up the picture and kind of look at it for a few moments and then very carefully set it back down to where it was, and he's almost like hyper focused on setting it in the exact same place that it was. If dust was something that happened often in the future, I don't know if it happens as often as it does now, but like in the outline of where it was exactly as it was before. And then he's probably just gonna go and take a shower.
So what do you want to roll for this, Dottie? Is it still conceal or?
I mean, we're trying to get him to confess.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So you want to roll confess?
Yeah, I rolled confess.
All right, and then Starboy rolls moon.
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 I mean,
The moon! It's a great SNL song.
5. Double 5s.
Double 5.
We'll see. Oh!
Close
Just
but
barely.
no cigar. All right, so Dottie wins. Dottie, you both take 1 stress. Dottie gains 3 links with Starboy, and Starboy gains 1 link with Dottie.
Hooray. I guess then would she just notice that he was incredibly uncomfortable?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, no. She chooses not to see.
No, I think maybe she notices. She doesn't care.
Yeah.
Fair.
She notices he's uncomfortable but doesn't care and like
'cause she wants
brushes
to
it
know.
off
Yeah.
and is
It's more
annoyed
important.
that
Yeah.
like you didn't give her more information.
I mean, he was being genuine. He doesn't know. Like, that was an honest
Sounds
answer.
fake, but okay.
It was an honest answer.
Honesty's overrated in a cyberpunk dystopia.
But dust isn't.
Speaking of, Bin,
Hi, how's it going?
it's your turn for downtime.
Okay, so I get 3 of those. So, for the first one, I want to investigate the conversation that Dax and Bin just had. Like, kind of remembering the conversation and going over, watching how they reacted and how those small, minor things of what they were saying.
Maybe empathize? Or analyze could work too.
I'm gonna go with analyze because I have 1 dot in that and nothing in empathize.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll.
By the way, Dottie left the dark web up on Bin's computer. Thank you.
Great. You are distracted by the fact that the darknet is open on your computer when you are trying to analyze this. So you get 1 question from your gather info list of questions.
Okay.
No follow-ups.
What are you really feeling? Directed at Dax.
Thinking back on it, you haven't seen him for 10 years. For him to have come to you, he must have been really worried about what they were planning. Like, not even necessarily that he didn't think he was going to come back physically, but like what they were doing was like a point of no return for the gang. Like,
Okay.
it's not just dangerous, it's possibly threatening.
Okay.
And no follow-up though.
Nope. Going to start a long-term project.
Okay.
The long-term project is going to be starting to set up a cybernetic wall in the house.
To prevent people from going on the darknet?
A, that. B, protect from the corporations. Protect from the corporations getting into our stuff.
Okay, yep. That's a tall order.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it's a 12 segment clock.
That's valid, and I think I'm going to be giving myself a whole bunch of like debuffs with this one, but I think conceal because Ben is trying to make it not obvious.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I have no dice in it, but I just it feels the most correct.
So 3. So that's 1 segment on the clock.
That's fine. He has begun. They have.
Yeah,
started.
It's not just the fact of trying to make this wall so much as trying to hide your tracks in so doing.
Yeah, so it's gonna be way slower. And then last
Time to have
one.
a disagreement.
I'm too stressed to have a disagreement. I would love to get links
Well,
because it
how-
helps me.
How much stress are you at?
I'm solidly at 5.
So one of the things that links can do is you can clear 2 stress.
Yeah, but
with
that link is
single
for
link.
someone else. I'll have a disagreement.
I'm just saying you don't have to. It's as far as like if we're looking at like the stress to cost ratio, the 1 stress that you get from essentially getting, or 2 stress for 4 links.
Yeah, no,
is
that
2 against
makes
8.
sense, and also me getting links means I can do my ability.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. I don't want to get more stress.
You just don't want
Does
to.
it always have to be a disagreement?
Yes.
Why?
Because
That's the
trauma.
playset rule.
I
Because
hate
trauma.
that.
You can always have happy times without it being a mechanic.
Yeah. Going to have a
But I want to get
disagreement.
links from happy times. That's
Hey,
not fair.
Quick question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how many stress does Starboy have?
He has 6.
6.
Okay.
Fine.
How much does Dottie have?
2.
I'm having a disagreement with Dottie.
Well,
Oh,
well,
great.
you have 3 now from your
Oh, 3.
disagreement
Yeah,
with
3.
Starboy.
Sorry, I didn't check before I said it. I just said it.
Yeah.
I have a disagreement with Dottie.
Okay. What's the disagreement about? What do you go up to her and talk about?
The syrup on the couch.
Uh,
Or the dark net.
the
web.
Okay, that's worse. Which one's worse?
Hey,
Syrup or dark net?
definitely the syrup.
All right. I'm going into this trying to make her confess.
Okay, but what are you doing?
What am I doing? Fuck. I guess express.
Going. It would be going in with
Yeah,
an agenda in mind.
express. Yeah. it
But
is
if you
express.
wanted you to roll confess, you could, instead of being like trying to convince her of something, you could be like, "Hey, this is how this makes me feel, and I would really rather you didn't do it." Confess is exposing the inner world of your thoughts and feelings to another.
I'll do that.
Okay.
So he'll go up to Dottie and he's like, "Hey, Dottie."
Watching cartoons.
Yeah. Bluey is actively on the TV.
Hey,
That's
Dottie.
positive.
Can you pause the TV real quick?
But this is the good part.
I know, but I need to have a serious conversation with you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Am
I'm
I
not
in
even
trouble?
gonna hide it. A little bit. I'm not gonna hide it. Yeah.
She pauses the TV.
Okay. So, before I jump down anyone's throat and make assumptions, why did you go on the dark web on my computer?
Oh, well, that one's easy. I wanted to go on the old forums that I used to be part of when I was part of the Tarnished Pearls, you know? Because you sent that message on our community. It's saying to look up about the Tarnished Pearls. So, and I did. I did what you said. And I found out some information, Ben.
And I appreciate that a lot. I'm not going to lie. I really am glad that you found that information, and I will gladly take that information when you can. But the computer that you used is, yes, it's my computer. Yes, I have access to this computer. But I'm not the only one that has access to this computer. And
Yeah, I do.
okay. You also have access to this computer, but
You said I could use it, Ben.
I did, and I'm glad that you did. But the corporations also have access to my computer and my browser history, and this, you going on the dark web on my computer, really stresses me out, because if we're not careful, the corporations could get on me, on my ass, and then there might be a dock in pay. It could be less free time. And so yeah, it stresses me out. And look, I need you to help me, which I'm very glad that you helped me out. Get fucked, Hayden. You don't get XP.
That's fucking rude. You just didn't have to remember. You just didn't have to remember my code. That's
I
it.
remember. Your
Oh,
code lives in
jeez.
my head rent free.
Whatever. Go back.
If you want to do something like this, could you please? It's not going to be an option that you like. I'm going to tell you that right now. Could you please do it on Vaughn's computer?
Ben,
Yeah, what's up?
look me in the eyes and tell me that Vaughn would ever let me use her fucking.
I mean, if we ask nicely, this whole Pearl thing is very important to me. And it fills me with a lot of worry. And
Why?
I'm pretty sure... Because someone that I care about very deeply is going to get caught up in it, and I don't want them to die.
In the pearls?
Yes.
You know someone from the Tarnished Pearls?
Yes, and they'll be coming later on tonight.
Who is it?
You'll see when they get here. That's the best part of a
Wait.
surprise.
First of all, there's a couple of people in the Tarnished Pearls that don't like me very much. Well, one specifically. So I'd really like to know if she's gonna show up at my fucking door.
Not a she.
Oh, okay, great.
Thank you. Okay, cool. He uses he, him pronouns, so it's not a she. But yeah, so I'm glad that we came to this understanding. I am currently working on maybe trying to put up a firewall so that way, you can search the dark web on my computer, but it's taking me a little bit so that way they don't know that I'm doing that.
But I'm confused because how would we have found out this information that I found out without it?
Well, I'm glad that you got the information. That's not what I'm upset about. I'm just upset about that it was on my computer. But you got the information, and that was a thing that happened. So what we're going to do is we're just going to think about moving forward, trying using different ways to get that information. So it's already happened. That's fine that it's already happened. I'm not upset. I just want to have this conversation so that way it doesn't happen again.
I don't make any promises.
Okay. Well, we've had this conversation, so you know what? I tried to do my part, so thank you for at least hearing me out.
Can I
yes.
unpause my cartoons now, please?
Yes.
Oh, what are we having for dinner?
Grilled cheese. soup.
Okay. Oh, I love grilled cheese and tomato soup. My family used to have that when I was a kid when we didn't have enough money, you know?
Yeah, so did mine.
Twins. Alright, now you can roll confess
Thank you.
against Dottie's moon.
Just been trying to keep it together, and then Dottie adds on, "Oh, I also love soup with my grilled cheese." Great, we're gonna have soup.
Dottie loses and Bin wins.
Okay, so I get 4 dots with Dottie and 1 stress.
You get 1 stress and 3 links with Dottie, and Dottie gets 1 stress and 1 link with Bin.
I mean, technically, I have 4 dots across the board that I can give to anyone.
Correct. But no,
For
you
the
don't have
purposes
the one.
of this.
You don't have the one from last session. They don't
No,
carry
for
over
Vaughn.
between.
For Vaughn.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because
gotcha.
my moveset means I can do whatever I fucking want with them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Chill. All right. Kill.
All right.
Okay.
And then I'm pretty sure at this point, probably, the doorbell rings.
Yeah. Doorbell rings, and it's a delivery of food.
Delivery of food? What the fuck do you mean delivery of food?
Yeah, grilled cheese and tomato soup.
I was gonna make them, bitch! Okay, that's fine.
No, I'm just kidding. The doorbell does not, in fact, ring. You get a ring on your communicator.
Ben looks at it. What does it say?
It's from an unlisted number, and it says they moved up the operation. They're moving on fish tonight.
Hey, I have a quick question.
Uh-huh.
Can I give myself stress?
No.
I feel like that message alone would make me eclipse.
It's up to you. If you feel like this is a moment where Bin just...
Don't do it.
Do it?
Keep it together,
not!
buddy. Keep it together, man.
Ben
How about-
is going.
How about
What's
how
up?
about you make it a save?
A
No.
save?
Make it a resistance
Stop.
roll.
Stop.
What do I roll?
What do you feel this is probably stars. This is social anxiety.
Okay.
That's 4 stress, my guy. You all what does it look like when Bin well, actually, before you do, you need to make an eclipse roll.
Okay.
So you roll sun.
Okay.
My God.
And
You
nobody
took
can help
all
you.
of the sixes. You took all of the sixes.
Me.
Yeah. You guys, what does it look like when Bin finally reaches their threshold?
Their threshold. Well, when I
When they
eclipse,
eclipse.
you throw yourself into danger, desperately seeking any way you might be of any use. You will all watch as Ben looks down at his communicator, reads that, then grabs his cardigan and leaves without a word.
Not the cardigan.
That's good again.
Well, Hayden's in the shower, so.
I will
What does the rest
say,
of you do?
Ouch.
I will say, so that way Hayden does not know where Ben is. Ben's just going to say, "I'm going to fish," and then leaves.
Oh, fucking Dottie's following. What do you mean? You just go to her hometown and say, like, hello?
Oh my God. I guess by the time he actually, they are waterproof and their communicators are in their arm, I imagine. So he could see that while he's in the shower. That message.
Yeah.
He would
Well,
probably
the message. Oh yeah, the message comes from Ben saying, "I'm going to fish."
Yeah. I mean, Hayden would probably quickly send back, not a good idea. If you are, stay away from the docks. There's some
You'll get a
dangerous stuff going
response.
on.
You'll get a response back that immediately says, "I'm going to the docks. My brother is there."
Okay, so Hayden is scrambling out of the shower now. Wow.
He's still shampoo.
Yes, and he's typing there's something dangerous going on. Please don't. Please don't. Please wait. Great. And is quickly changing so that he could come back out and call the. He's probably also messaging Vaughn and Dottie Bin Bin's going to fish. I was there earlier today. The Tarnished Pearls are going to be making a move on the warehouse at any time. It is not secure. We need to stop them.
What do you mean Ben is... Just walk out, Dottie. Is the door just still open?
Oh yeah, Dottie didn't close the door. Dottie's running after Ben.
Oh my
Where is Dottie?
Fucking... Out there?
He's dripping.
Why are you way.
Join me on this mission that we are obviously going to go to.
Fucking hell. Can you get him?
I was in the shower when I got this. Did you get it too?
No.
Their brother is in Fish? I didn't even know they had a brother.
Does,
In any case, we have to go.
what does Vaughn know about your brother from?
You would know that Bin's brother left when Bin was 12 and they were 18. Bin was incredibly upset over the fact that they weren't there for their parents' funeral and has had a long-standing grudge against their brother because their brother left because they couldn't handle the fact that their parents took more care of Bin than them because Bin was sick.
Okay. Right. Bin's brother's been gone for a long time. This seems awfully random. We should.
Well, they're not here, and neither is
Okay,
Dottie.
Well, neat. So we should go.
Yes.
Bin's gonna get their ass kicked.
Yes, that is a likely possibility, and I would like that for that to not happen. So, let's
I'm
go.
already walking out the door. Let's go.
And he locks the door behind them. He's responsible. And
Just
I'll
counting real
stay
quick.
going. Counting? Why are you counting? Stop counting.
Stop
I'm not
counting.
Okay, we're
Stop
gonna roll,
counting.
we're gonna roll an engagement roll with 2 dice.
Okay.
Fuck, I have
We are now in the middle. We are now in the middle of it.
in the thick of it, as the backyardigans say.
Bin, you arrive in Fish. Dottie, very, very close behind you. Does Bin drive or?
Probably.
Okay, so you
Probably have a car.
essentially you take the company car. And Dottie is like following behind you.
No,
and
Dottie
then-
gets in the car forcefully.
Okay. Then Vaughn and Hayden are following the two of you. You pull up towards the warehouse district, as you know that there's, according to Hayden, there's something in the docks, the warehouse area. Just in time to hear a massive explosion. And you see a warehouse go up in flames. And I know this is early, but that's where we're gonna end tonight's
No,
session.
no, you keep going.
No. It
no,
is not
Jonathan.
11:30 yet. We still have
15
no,
minutes
we're
is
keep
not
going.
enough time
Minutes.
for a mission.
No, I don't. Then we'll go
No.
past it. We'll go past time then. I don't give a fuck. We're going. We're going.
No,
This
same.
Is,
I'll
we're
go past
no.
time.
Yeah, I'll go past time.
Always.
I'll go
Time.
back. Thank you.
Time. We're starting in a desperate position because I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Yay, XP! I only have 3 stress
You
left
see,
until I
do you guys
eclipse.
see how they bully me into doing stuff?
Oh yeah, we really twisted your arm there, didn't we?
Super.
Okay. If we're oh boy. Okay, so we're starting in a desperate position.
Yes. Yeah, you
Where is
You-
everybody?
swing in, and you see that you all pull up about at the same time, and you see this warehouse just explode.
Bin is going to scream Dax and is running in.
Oh my god, he just ran in.
Oh my god!
Oh
he just
my
ran in.
god! Can Hayden run after them?
Yeah, absolutely.
I am
Yeah,
very
Dottie's gonna run
fast.
too.
Let's run into the burning building. Sure.
It is immediately, absolutely a mess. Like, you can't immediately see a way in, and there is fire and smoke pouring out everywhere.
Can I use analyze to find a way in so I can get my way
Absolutely.
in?
This is going to be desperate standard.
Okay. Even though I'm eclipsed, can I push?
You can. It goes in reverse now. So you're taking stress away.
But I'm still eclipsed.
Correct.
Okay.
You just don't want to get to the end.
You don't
Right.
want to get to 0 stress while you're eclipsed.
Oh, do I die?
You know, if it comes up, we'll find out.
If it comes up. Okay.
Risky standard?
Desperate standard.
Desperate standard. Okay, hold on. I need to re-click that. Okay, desperate, standard. Transcendent? No.
Nope.
Bonus
can't do that.
dice? Okay, well. 4.
4. So
Three.
you get XP. Don't forget XP in stars.
Yep.
So you do it, but there is a consequence. I'm going to say you're running around this warehouse looking for some way to get in, and as you do, there is a backdraft that hits one of the windows, and you
Here
catch
for
a
you.
face. You, yeah. You are going to take a level 3 harm, except suddenly Starboy is there. Or Hayden is there, getting in the way.
Can I transcend in order to do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing.
So you're gonna protect Bin, and
Wing
so
bat.
yeah, you can go ahead and roll stars to resist.
Okay.
Or actually, you use the special armor.
Okay.
When
Do
you
I just
when
mark
you
that off?
protect an ally, so you protect and roll stars.
Okay. Boop-a-doop-doop. And desperate. Or I guess
Correct.
just run.
Desperate standard. Okay, no stress.
Thank God!
And expending your special armor, I'm gonna take that down to a level 1 harm instead, especially because you're transcending in the moment.
So do I take that or does she take that?
You take no stress, no harm. Instead, Starboy takes a level 1 harm that is minor burns.
Okay, probably on his back. Because he's basically like jumping in front of Ben
Yeah.
to stop the
Mhm.
backdraft.
Actually, you
He's
know
like-
what? No.
Bitch.
I'm expending Vaughn's link and they ignore 1 harm.
Okay, so you go down to no
okay.
harm.
That's
Um,
nice.
However, this backdraft has opened up a way into the warehouse.
Nyum.
Not Ben! Ben!
What are the other 2 of you doing?
I think once Dottie sees Starboy transcend, she's gonna
Okay,
but she's running in after Ben.
and Vaughn.
I'll also run in begrudgingly.
Stop running into fire!
Oh, poor fucking Hayden. Oh.
You just
Are
gotta
you
let
also
them
This
in the
transcending?
building
or-
is going to collapse! Yes, I will take care of it! You two should stay outside!
No.
And he's going to...
I'm not fucking staying outside. Good try.
Is that the only
Oh.
word that you know? No?
Wow.
Say it.
I've never seen more expression from Starboy than this moment.
I almost exploded! So did everybody else.
All of
But
you
you
run
did it.
in.
But she did
She didn't.
Are sprinklers going
Um,
off or anything yet?
it! It's
I'm gonna
old.
say, since you're in a desperate position, no. The sprinkler system
Broken.
in this warehouse is broken.
Oh, broken.
Oh, broken!
The shitty warehouse and fish. Nobody's been keeping up with safety regulations.
Right.
Can I analyze?
It's a corporate
to
hellscape.
see-
Of course they
Jesus
cut
Christ,
corners.
Of course they do. Right. Can I?
This isn't
can
up to
I
OSHA
analyze
regulation.
Or any other way to help put a fire out?
Absolutely.
Oh boy, we're still desperate.
Desperate standard, yeah.
Woo.
boy, that
Nice.
is yeah. You look around. There's nothing. What you're seeing right now is a bunch of boxes that have caught on fire. That is essentially so much kindling. You can see what look like scorch marks or blast marks in one corner. That suggests some kind of explosive went off. But this entire warehouse is flammable. There's nothing in here that you could conceivably use to douse the flames. I'm going to say you just lose this opportunity for action. Bin's the one apparently running in. What are you doing?
I
want.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Ben. No.
Oh, okay. I'm looking for Dax. I'm looking for him.
Perceive?
Yeah. Anyone want
Or-
to spend a link?
Yeah, I was gonna say that Dottie's going to be screaming after. What are you doing? What are we? What's going on?
Dax, we need to find Dax.
Like, I know Dax.
Great, we can figure this out later. Please, can we just fucking find him?
Okay, then she'll expend a link.
Okay. To give yourself an extra dice. We're still desperate standard.
Yes, wait. Standard.
And make sure you guys are marking your XP.
Oh, heck. I forgot to do that. Wait. I haven't rolled anything.
5.
5. You see bodies. I'm gonna say the consequence here is it's reduced effect, so it's limited effect essentially. You see a bunch of bodies, and you're not sure which, if any, of them are Dax at this point. Some of them are covered in burning rubble. Some of them look like they've been exploded. At the very best, they're all unconscious.
Ben is rushing around, screaming for his brother. It sounds heartbreaking and desperate, and just Ben is sobbing as he is trying to find their brother.
I'm also going to start a clock that I'm going to entitle Warehouse Falls.
Great.
I'm going to make it an 8-segment clock, and with that, I'm going to mark 2 segments from your roll.
Ben is just looking at all of them. Just, please help me find him.
Okay. We will.
What does it look like?
Gives desperate explanation of what they look like.
Dottie
Okay.
starts desperately looking.
I will.
Hayden is gonna send Vaughn and Dottie the layout of the warehouse that he took earlier today.
Okay.
So that they know. And then Hayden's probably going to keep close to Bin since they're the ones with the least amount of like protection necessarily, like a way to fight their way out. Is there a way to like look and see if anybody like can we see vital signs? Can we like is that more MG tech?
Yeah, I think that's reasonable to check vital signs for anyone that you look at. I think you'd see probably about half of the bodies show no life signs, and the other half, I'll say it looks like about half a dozen, do show signs of severe trauma, but otherwise are still alive if unconscious. And there's a dog running around for some reason.
He's afraid of
Running away
the
from
fire.
explosion. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I guess Hayden's gonna are any of these, do you recognize any of these people?
Does Dottie recognize any of these people?
You're gonna have to figure out some way to do this because like
Can I perceive?
you could perceive for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
I'm going to expend a link.
You said
to give an extra
sorry.
die.
Oh, okay, to me.
Desperate standard.
Desperate standard. Okay.
Yeah, so you get an extra.
Okay,
extra
thank
die.
you.
Well, actually, with the link,
Ah.
I'll make it desperate greater, but that's a failure anyway.
Should I do it again?
You could also resist the consequences.
Well, hold on. Can I do it again?
No.
Fuck.
You can resist. You could make a moon resistance roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Hey.
So 5. So you take 1 stress.
Okay.
You do manage to. You take a look around. You recognize some of these people. They are definitely. Some of them are definitely pearls that you once knew. Some of them also seem like suits. But amongst the still living bodies, you do find Dax. Although
I
he
found
is
him.
severely burned and struggling to breathe.
Oh my god.
Bin is
Fuck.
rushing over. Bin is rushing over and is like on their hands and knees, desperately trying to save them. Someone help, please! I don't know what I'm doing.
What do his vital signs look like?
What can we do? I don't really.
You have MG Tech. Something could be like a first aid trauma kit.
I'm assuming
if that sounds
have
like
that
something you-
because I have all
if you
the
wanted to
MG
have it,
tech.
yeah, then absolutely, yeah.
Right. So Dottie's gonna start administering first aid.
Yeah, I think this is. Let's call it maybe. What do you think this might be for an action roll? Is this like defy? You're trying to literally defy death.
Yeah, maybe, but maybe analyze.
Analyze could work.
Well,
I'll
I have
give you
more.
my
I have more
link.
dots in defy, so let's do that.
Okay.
I'll give you my
Desperate
link,
standard?
Dottie.
Question mark. Sorry. A link.
I'll give you my
Okay.
Link. So desperate greater.
Greater. I am. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't say transastral.
Transcendent.
Woo.
So 4-5. You do it. You manage to stabilize Dax. But even as you do, you hear a loud, like sound of stuff falling, and you look back. The way you came in, suddenly, some of the ceiling falls and blocks out your original way in. And I'm going to tick the clock 2 more times. So
Okay,
we're
we
at 4
got-
out of 8 now.
Okay, we
We've
need
got
to
to
get him out.
get out of here.
There's windows, and he's gonna like point to where they are. And he's to be like, if you give him to me, I can get him out, but I need the rest of you. I'll come back in, but we also need to get the other civilians out. We're not just gonna leave people here to die either.
Get him out first, please.
Okay,
Take him right now.
okay, go for the civilians then, while I do this.
Hey, I don't know how fires
Please.
work, but if you bust open another window, is that gonna do bad shit?
That will depend on the next roll.
I mean,
Fuck.
Can Daddy shoot the windows first? Like, is more or less oxygen good? I can't
more
remember.
oxygen bad for fire.
Shit.
I was also going to say, like, this could be. I think it would make sense for flow for trying to get Dax out for you, Starboy. I don't know if you have anything in flow.
No.
Okay, well,
I'm spending a link to give you a dice for flow. Flow.
Okay. Okay. Well, actually, there's a hole in the ceiling. What am I? I'm a big old dummy. I forgot about the hole in the ceiling. There's a hole in the ceiling.
you still got to get up there, though.
Yeah. Well, I got wings.
They got wings.
Whatever
got
you got,
wings.
whatever you're using, you get
Yeah.
an extra die.
Thank
roll
you.
flow with an extra dice.
Okay.
And desperate standard.
Thank you. and an extra dice. There you go. Oh, thank God.
5. All right, so you do it. There's some stuff falling down the patch job that they did, like the timbers are falling towards those 3 down there as they're trying to get what civilians they can. You managed to get out, but I'm gonna say you are still transcended, so like the fire not an issue for you at the moment. What is an issue is your wings kind of clip the ceiling, which is going to tick the clock a little bit more.
Shoot.
So we're now at 6 out of 8 for the warehouse falling. The rest of you trying to get out, the rest of the civilians, there is a problem. Bin, who cannot fly.
Can I transcend first?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the civilians. If I'm transcended, can I pick up like 2 people and run away?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. I'm gonna look at the civilians. Sure, we need to help them. I'm gonna pick up one of them, and just put Ben over my other shoulder.
Ben is actively fighting against you.
I don't give a shit.
Help.
Stop moving. Stop fucking moving.
No!
You're gonna fucking die in here. We got your brother.
I can help!
Shut the fuck up.
I can help!
What do you want to roll for this?
Let me help!
I don't know.
You could roll if you want to try and like roll against Vaughn. You could try like Express if you want to. I don't know if it's gonna work too well, but
can I roll Defy since I am defying Ben's wishes?
Absolutely. So for you, Ben, if you roll Express, it's going to be Desperate Limited. So yeah,
Limited.
that's not good.
Mine help.
And yours would be Desperate Greater because you are a tier above Ben right now.
Okay.
You're transcended. You. Yeah, it's still better. Don't forget to mark your XP. But the 2 of you fighting, is going to make things a little rough. The 2 of you fighting ticks the clock. The warehouse is now starting to cave in.
Fuck. Dottie, you better get the fuck out of there.
What's Dottie doing? Yeah.
Well, Starboy told her to get.
You just grab as many of the civilians like you're carrying like a bunch of puppies.
Yeah, she's just attempting to grab civilians right now.
Mm-hmm. You are gathering the ones that are still alive as you can right now, and like just like piling them under your arms. You see Vaughn and Ben arguing, and then you hear it first as the warehouse immediately, like all the walls start to fall in and fall down towards all of you. What are you guys doing?
Can I
Hey, Jonathan.
fly back in
What's
there?
up?
It's going to hurt Dottie severely, isn't it?
Depends.
On.
I don't know what you're trying to do.
I am going to do the thing that I can do, and I
Okay.
need to know: is it going to severely hurt her?
Like,
is the warehouse going to severely hurt Dottie?
Yes.
Okay.
It's caving in on all of you, and you have like there's the 3 of you. Starboy is outside with Dax. He can't really help you at this moment.
Okay.
If someone doesn't do something right now, you're all gonna die.
Ben would like to transcend.
What?
So Ben, in this moment of desperation of trying to fight against Vaughn, who is not letting you help, and watching the ceiling start to cave in, you see your life flash before your eyes. You have this certainty that you have to do something right fucking now, or you're all going to die. You feel your heart start to go into overdrive, and you think for a second you're going to die before the warehouse even falls in. And then you feel this splitting pain that emanates out from your chest. And you all see Bin. What does it look like when Bin transcends?
It looks like he fucking explodes. It looks disgusting and grotesque because the stuff in his body is not supposed to be doing this. And basically what you see is, in Age of Ultron, the robot person, all the skin has torn off of Bin, leaving just a robotic exoskeleton type of thing. And you watch as Bin's metallic arms kind of create a yellow, I would say force field would be the best thing, kind of emanating originally from his chest where his heart is, and then encapsulating him as he holds up the entirety of the warehouse, just keeping it there. He's fully straining and is just holding it there.
What did the two of you do when you see that? For you, Starboy, you put down Dax and you turn back to just see the warehouse collapse in. And you don't see them leave.
He would just immediately... he would set Dax down and make sure that he's still breathing, but then he would attempt to fly back in.
Von, Dottie, you guys are just looking and you see just all of this rubble around you being held back by this yellow force field.
And Bin is no longer in my arms.
Yeah, no.
I think instinctively she just is like trying to
Yeah.
shield herself and then looks up at this bright light.
I think Dottie didn't even react to the collapse of the warehouse and is just Bin.
In that case, Starboy, can you make me a defy as you're trying to, like, push through all this rubble to get to your friends?
Yeah, can he even see it at this point? Like,
I mean, you remember, like, where they were.
Yeah, but
And
can he
with-
see
with
the
your-
force field?
Not yet. Like, you're...
Okay.
Bin, what the fuck?
Yeah. I would like to push myself.
Sure.
Oh, fuck.
You can roll to resist if you want.
Yeah.
Alright, roll sun. No stress.
So fucking
You-
lucky.
Desperately, like, flinging aside huge chunks of this building that are, like, hitting the buildings next to it. And you manage to burrow all the way to the center where you just see this yellow force field emanating. And you see a robot that vaguely resembles Bin in the center of it, holding up the rubble that you've just mostly now thrown away. And even as you, like, get rid of everything around it, Bin, the force is too much for you, and you immediately feel everything shut down. But there's no longer a building on top of you, and Bin falls unconscious. You're going to take a level 3 harm. Holding up a warehouse. You can hear sirens now in the distance. And there is still flaming rubble around you, but it is no longer, like, about to fall on top of you all.
Are we able to like
Um.
out now?
If you're not too stunned, then yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up Ben.
Yeah.
Is that
I'm gonna help you pick up Ben.
who?
And
Is
as
that-
the and as the four of you evacuate the area,
With Dax. With
Yeah, I was like, we did all that.
with Dax,
We're not leaving it behind.
that is where we will end tonight's session.
I feel very normal.
Didn't expect to trigger Unlikely Hero so quickly, but that's what a desperate engagement roll will do to you.
It is episode 2.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining us on another traumatic Wednesday.
Fucking. I did say second or third episode was probably gonna be good. Oh,
Thanks
God.
for joining us. We'll see you next week for more trauma and whatever that was. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Bye.